Yo, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a little bit more of a chill episode coming off of a week 9. If you haven't seen the episode yet, make sure you go see it, otherwise I'm going to spoil it. Week 9 victory, you can already see it probably on the screen, a week 9 victory against Texas Tech. We blew them out with a great performance by a team coming off a bounce back loss to Oklahoma. And Oklahoma against a top 10 team. You see the stats here so far. Ryan Willis having a good year so far, getting near 2,000 yards. He has 19 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Only been sacked 9 times so far through 7 games. We're 5-2 on the year. Then you see the ground stats. Ryan Schadler's on his way to a 1,000-yard rushing season. Emmanuel Moore is on his way to a fantastic season. Trying to get Sternberger more involved. Doesn't have a touchdown yet, and that is a little concerning. But Chase Harrell leading the team in touchdowns. He's done a pretty good year as well. And then you see the most sacks allowed so far is indeed Bo Lawrence at the left tackle position, but I'm not sure this game actually grades sacks given up as well as they probably should. But then Rob Gray leads us in tackles on the defensive end, and we keep going down. Alex Manning, Tyrone Miller Jr., Ian Peterson, and so on. Leader in sacks is Isaiah Bean, Daniel Wise in second, 6'5", and then there is Rob Gray with 3 of his own. A pretty good job at a defensive line getting the QB so far this year, and we need to continue to do that with this squad if we want to continue to win games. You'll see us keep going here. David Rodone, I'm going to go back and actually show you. David Rodone's perfect so far in the year, 8 for 8 for field goals. But then here we are, defensive and interceptions. Blankenship 2, Deontay Ford 2, and Jack Motley 2. Pick 6, Jack Motley. That's my man right there. He's having a great year so far. Both of his picks have been taken back for a touchdown. As we keep going here, defensive touchdowns you saw. But David Rodone, 8 for 8 on the year. Here's Lionel Stanley. We've only punted the ball 9 times so far through 7 games. I actually feel like I punted the ball more than that. I'm not quite sure if that's accurate or not, but we are scoring very well. So I can't really complain too much about that. We're going to keep going on here. As you see, Ryan Willis is actually 8th in the nation in passing yards. Ryan Schadler 29th in rushing yards. Emmanuel Moore 45th in receiving yards. Rob Gray 3rd and Alex Manning 5th in tackles. Isaiah Beans 10th in sacks. And there's Blankenship way down 61st. But you see, here's the top 25 polls. Ohio State at the beginning. But you guys can look at the top 25 polls and the players of the week that I'm going to go into in the Heisman. But I'm going to talk about how the season's gone so far. We're 5-2 right now in the year. And even though I'll show you here in the top 25, we're not yet receiving votes. But our week 11 game is a big one against Texas that you saw up there in the rankings. They are way up there. They have a very good team this year, like they usually do. Maybe not in real life so much anymore, but they definitely recruit well, and that really shows in this game. As Oklahoma lost to Baylor last week, that really makes our loss a little bit more tough, because if Oklahoma could have stayed a top 10 team, then we would have been all right because we lost to them. We did come back very well. As you see the others receiving votes, we are not on there yet, but that's all right. A big win against Texas could go a long way, but we're not quite there yet. We're preparing for them. We have a bye week right before. After a nice win against Texas Tech, we have a bye week, and then we head to play Texas. So that is very nice. But we have to be ready to go, and we need this win. This is a big program victory. As you see us right here, this is actually send us close to the top of the Big 12. We're in 3rd right now, 5-2, 3-1 in the conference. Oklahoma loss actually helped us out quite a bit because they're 2-2 in the conference now. So if we win out, we're ahead of Oklahoma, and they're the only tiebreaker against us right now. But we do have Texas and Oklahoma State both still left on the schedule, both very good opponents. So that one's going to be tough, but it starts with Texas before we can look on to Oklahoma State. We're 5-2, 3-1 in the conference, though, and lost to Oklahoma. So having a pretty good year so far, and we hope to continue that. You see the Big Ten now, Ohio State, they're number 1 in the nation, and they're up there as well as Illinois, Penn State, Nebraska. They have 4 top 25 teams, and they are a very strong conference. But really, after you get past those top 4 teams, there's not too many good teams after that. So we'll have to see how the Big Ten fares so far. I know a lot of you have told me some of your favorite teams, but I don't always remember them. I believe I've seen like Michigan in there, some Kansas a couple of times, because obviously doing a Kansas Dynasty, this is probably your favorite team. You probably look up a Kansas Dynasty and so on and so forth. But like I said I've done this in a couple videos ago. I asked you guys about what do you think I should do for a Dynasty? Do you think I should do updated rosters for this year and hop on to a new year of Dynasty, or do you think I should stay here? And a couple people said for me to start a new Dynasty with updated rosters, because, everyone likes the updated rosters, play with the guys that are there now, true freshmen, and everything, and new updated ratings. But here, I kind of do like, I kind of really like this Kansas Dynasty we've had so far. I mean, we've definitely gone through our struggles. That is to say, as you see, Victor Veramontes was actually the player of the week 1 after he went off against us in week 1. But I really like this Kansas Dynasty so far. We've gone through our struggles, but I think we're on the way up. So some of you guys have said to stay with this Dynasty until I win a national championship, which may still be a few years away, which may be good. But I've also considered sticking with this Kansas Dynasty and posting 2 dynasties at once. This one will be the Kansas Dynasty, the one where we're way ahead in the future, and the other one will be, year 1, starting fresh, upload every so often, but keep Kansas Dynasty as the main one. But I'm not quite sure I want to do 2 dynasties quite yet, and it really is going to tell how the end of the season goes. If we are looking like we're close to a national championship, then maybe I'll start the new one. But we are through week 2 of the college football season, so I'm going to have to make a decision very soon. Otherwise, there's no point in starting a new one if that's not even going to be really updated rosters for that much longer. But you will have a decision on that very shortly. Just know the Kansas Dynasty will definitely start going. Whether I keep it alone or I bring another one with it is really the question up in hand right now. As you see, we're going through our schedule here. We lost to California week 1. That one still really hurts me because right now we could have a phenomenal record, but we do have number 4 Texas at home coming up to make up for that loss against California, and then we have Oklahoma State. So it does not get any easier whatsoever after playing at number 19 Oklahoma, then at Texas Tech. We have a very tough number 4 Texas, Oklahoma State, at Kansas State, which is never easy, at Baylor, who's right behind us, and at TCU to round out the year. So the next 4 are not easy whatsoever. 2 really good opponents, the top 2 teams in the Big 12, and then a rival game against Kansas State, which will never be easy, and then Baylor, who's right behind us and just beat number 9 ranked at the time, Oklahoma Sooners. So you guys have a lot of competitive games coming up. But if we're going to go deeper in this dynasty, we are going to need some better recruits. As you see, the recruits, Tyler Baker's a good one, a JUCO. I really like these JUCOs. I'm a small program in Kansas. We haven't really had any statement wins or anything, so I don't get a lot of 5-star recruits or anything. I really have to hover around the 3 stars. So the JUCOs are nice, but they're already a high overall, and they're JUCO sophomores or JUCO juniors. You've already seen Landon Blankenship and Rob Gray make a big impact so far this year. I really wanted this Antonio Smith 4-star tackle, but Alabama was going after him. So I'm second to Alabama, and usually everyone else is second to Alabama, so I can't get too mad about that one. Looks like he's probably going to be gone. I think I do remove him from the list, whether this week or next week, in recruiting. But I do start to get some more scholarship or get some more guys that accept my scholarship offers as we keep going down the list. Jeff Hudson's a 78 overall wide receiver that I'd really like to get. And the further we get along this list, the more I've gone in depth in recruiting. So right here, I haven't put any points into these guys. I just went and got them this bye week, so I'm hoping I'm not too late in the year where I can get some of these 70 overall guys right from the start. But we'll have to wait and see. As you see, we got 68, 73, 73, 70, 74, and then we got the guys that I've already committed. And that starts with Ed McKinney. He was our first guy, 73 overall. He's the first guy that decided to join the Kansas Jayhawks. A pretty good receiver at that 90 speed. I'm really looking forward to using that. He has good route running as well with 82 route running. Then we get to Anthony Lawson, kind of a fill-in guy. He's got some good moves. He could actually, looks like he might be able to play the defensive line with that 75 power move, 75 finesse moves. But we'll have to wait and see. And then there's Derek Rhodes, the QB. He's kind of adept. It looks like a 67 overall. Same with Rashad Mitchell, him as well as Kenny Silva. He is also a 66 overall. But some of these guys you really got to go after and see what they can turn out to. You can't just judge them by their overall. You have to wait and see how they are when they get there. But Zach Williams, a 75 overall QB, 84 throw power, 81 throw accuracy, 78 speed. So very good. And he's going to hook up with Jordan Simmons, a 76 overall, 81 catching, 85 route running, 80 catching traffic, 88 speed receiver. He looks very nice. But that is going to do it for today's episode. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit the like button, and let's get ready for Texas.